Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Pick It for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today, I'm going to be doing an episode of Hump It or Dump It. So, if you guys are interested in seeing what makeup is getting me hot, or what makeup is drying me up like a box of sand, then just hang out. Okay, so I've got my trusty Insta listy poo here. So I guess the first thing, so some of this is like old, it's already been launched, you guys are already into it, but Melt has released some pinks of their cream blushes, and I fucking want them so bad. So we have Pinched and we have Pink Sand, and I think they look fucking good. So I'm all about them. I think it's amazing. I love that shit. Then I got to thinking, like, does pink actually look as good on me? I mean, look at this. I'm like literally wearing goji. It's fucking yellow and like it looks so good on me. So then I'm like, so yeah, I'm just like, dude, does pink really look as good on me as I think? And I'm pretty sure it does. Like blushes meaning. Also, I don't know if these are as, oh, they're the Blushlights. So I'm sure that they are. Yeah, they're gonna be good. So they launched on the 18th of July, which was a long ass fucking time ago. And they are, I think they're like $22 or $24 a piece. They're kind of pricey. Also, Paladopoly by Ace Beauté came out. I mean, it's kind of old news, but I did want to talk about it because here was the thing, is I looked at this and I thought, I do like the color story. It's nice. I really like those like pukey greens on the bottom, coupled with the purples and the pinks. I mean, the blue. It's actually a really great color story. It just wasn't there for me. It just wasn't. I don't know why. I don't know why Ace Beauté, it's like, I really was interested in the tropical palette or whatever. I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't get it. And so like, I don't know, this one was like, it looked good to me. It just was like almost there, but it wasn't like a fuck yeah. So, yeah, I didn't do it. I also think that like the game thing is like, it's cool. It's cool. It can work for me. My Chemical Romance came out with another release with Hipdot. And I don't know if you guys remember, but the last release of the My Chemical Romance release with Hipdot sold out literally in minutes. And it never came back. And I don't know if it was good or not. The color story was decent. Now they're coming out with another launch, and it's actually so fucking lame that it makes me mad. It's like so lame. The color story is so fucking boring. The palette is like a CD. It looks like a CD. And for those of you who aren't old enough to remember what CDs are, right? Just kidding. Like who would even care about CDs? Like anybody who would buy a My Chemical Romance palette, do they even remember what CDs are? I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe My Chemical Romance is pretty old. But anyways, I think the color story is lame, and I think that the artwork on the cover is like really cool, but I think that they could have done a lot more with this, and I just think it's fucking lame. They clearly were trying to capitalize on something, and why didn't they just relaunch the old one? Because the actual original My Chemical Romance launch with Hipdot was actually pretty good. So it has 3 lipsticks. I don't know if this is even available anymore because I did save this quite a while ago. Sorry, it's like, it feels like whenever I save, like, I don't know what the limit of like how many things do I have to have saved to make, for there to be enough products for me to do a Hump It or Dump It, I guess is where I'm at. Glam Goth Beauty came out with a blush palette that's like hearts, and it's fucking beautiful. It looks so good. It's got 6 colors and they're all really nice looking. There's a couple, there's like purpley colors, a red, like a bright, like neon magenta, kind of like, I don't know, that neon reddish color. I mean, they're really beautiful. Anyways, the palette's $35 and it looks amazing. I've never bought anything from Glam Goth Beauty. You guys should let me know. It's called Hopeless Romantic. So good. It looks so pretty. Clionadh posted this color. It's really beautiful. We are so excited to provide an update to our upcoming stained glass collection expansion. So we have been hard at work finalizing this collection, and we will begin revealing new shades next week. Meanwhile, here is a glimpse at Empress is the name of this color. I just think this is like so fucking pretty. This color is really beautiful. And also I feel like all Clionadh shadows are this beautiful, and they're actually all so beautiful that I've never ordered any because they're really expensive. They're hard to get. They sell out all the time. And honestly, I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers on here who are already like, are always like giving you guys demonstrations of Clionadh shadows. And so like, it's not really worth it for me. I feel like there's a lot of beautiful fucking shadows on the market for me to like, for brands that I can like build relationships with, and this just isn't one of them. They're beautiful. I would love to try them, but it's always just so fucking difficult. And really what I really want is the Witches and Alchemy, I think is what it's called, collection. And I saw Beauté Bean try that collection a really long time ago, and I've wanted it ever since, and it's always sold out. I can never get it. So you guys know how I am. Like, if I can't get my own way about something, I just don't even participate. I'm just like, forget it then. So that's kind of where I'm at with Clionadh. Like, I never get my own way with them, so I just like... Okay, Natasha Denona released a 5-pan palette. It's called the Mini Bronze eyeshadow palette, and I just think it's pretty lame. I don't know what the fuck I have a Natasha Denona palette, and it literally does not perform better than any other of my palettes. It's literally just as good as all my other palettes. And so I just feel like this color story is like, I mean, who are they trying to kid? Is this somebody's idea of a joke? Like, I don't know. So Natasha Denona is definitely not my fucking brand. Like, she has never released anything that I have liked. And the only reason why I bought the Natasha Denona Gold palette is because it had that really cool mustard color in it. And I should actually move over so that you guys can see, and also so that you're not like, my glasses, the glare of my glasses isn't blinding you. How about that? And I'll just give you like the side eye. You guys are getting the side eye from me. So yeah, and so I bought the Natasha Denona Gold palette because of Mel Thompson. Mel Thompson was like, you gotta get it. And this was like way back in the day when I was first like getting started. So I did it, right? Okay, so here's what happened. Sugar Drizzle Polish posted a sneak peek of their Meant to Be palette. It looked adorable. I was like all about it. I've never tried Sugar Drizzle Polish, and honestly, anytime that, I mean, I wanted the MILF palette, but I just didn't get it. And so that was actually probably the most interesting, like the palette that I wish I would have gotten the most from them. And so I was like, yes, Meant to Be. It's going to be so great, and the color story is going to be beautiful. And then I saw the fucking color story today and was like, dude, what the fuck? It's literally like a bunch of purples, a green and a pink. That's not what I expected at all. Like, why? Why is it a bunch of purples and a green and a pink? I'm sorry, like, I don't get it. And honestly, my disappointment was like palpable. Like, you could have cut it with a knife when I saw this color story. I'm just like super disappointed that it's not like a B color story. I don't know. I guess, was the MILF palette really like that too? Like, not really that, like, it really didn't correlate at all, like the color story. I don't know. So anyways, like, it's a cute palette. I was just disappointed that the color story wasn't like more B-like. And I'm sure Nikki Raven will be buying this. So I don't know. I don't think I probably will. I'm really disappointed by the color story. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to bust anybody's balls. I just was like really expecting some like really cool like yellows, or like, I don't know. Like, I just expected a color story to light me up, not pink and purple. Like, it was just, it caught me off guard, and I was like, oh, okay. I get it. That's okay. Okay, so Lele Posh is dropping here's the swatches of our 3 newest shades, dropping 7/15. Fuck. So that was like 2 weeks ago. Mountain Standard Time. I love it that she posts all her times in Mountain Standard Time, because that's like, no one does that. Aphrodisiac, a black base purple. Hebe, a red copper pink shifter, more as a topper and a flakier formula, and Pinkberry, a pink to baby blue duochrome with blue reflects throughout. They look really fucking pretty, and I honestly, I wonder, I don't even know if they're sold out, but They look really good, and honestly, I've been kicking myself in the balls ever since I missed the Goddess palette. It was available for a while, and I kind of wanted to pull the trigger on it, but I was like allocating my funds in a different way, or like, I don't really know, but I felt like well, I chose not to get it and I fucking blew it. So now I'm pissed at myself and I'm just waiting for something of the equivalent, and like that's never gonna happen. So I actually messaged her and was like, hey dude, are you gonna relaunch the Goddess? And she was like, dude, it was really hard. So if I do, it's gonna be a while. So that's a fucking bummer. Okay, so anyways, those colors look really really beautiful, and so I might go check and see if they're still available, just because they're singles, super manageable. And I love the fuck out of Nina, dude. Carnival XL Remastered is coming out. I don't know. Let me see something here. Oh, yeah. Nomad Cosmetics is coming out with a new launch, and they haven't really given any details, but they're doing it. So, a new friend is coming. A friend to the Paradise and the French palette. The Frenchie. The Paradisey and the Frenchie. Ooh, Kristen Lee Cosmetics is coming out with releasing the Mood Ring collection, and it fucking looks super pretty. And that's available on the 12th, so it hasn't launched yet, which is amazing that I'm not late on that. God damn, Makeup Release Radar is like on top of shit, huh? So I don't see anything else. The Carnival XL Remastered is coming out, and there's no color story released yet, but I'm like super interested in that. You guys know that shit. Okay, here was something, it's called the Camille palette by the Trampy Vamp, and I've never tried it, and the color story is like, it's okay as far as mattes go. It's got a dark teal and a mint green, or like aquamarine, depending on where you see it. The palette consists of 9 shades featuring 5 duochromes, 2 shimmers, and 2 mattes. So there's only 2 mattes, and in a way, like, that's appealing to me, but in another way, it's not. The shimmers look all right, but mostly I was just drawn to it because there's a skull on the case, or on the package, so it's like an old-timey skull that's got like flowers and a scarf. She looks a little bit haggard. She just looks like a really old lady that's a little bit ratchet. So anyways, that like drew me in. Okay, so Vitality by Unearthly Cosmetics is launching on the 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I swear to God, I looked at this and I thought, this is exactly like Paladopoly, only it's a fuck yeah instead of a nah. Maybe. I wouldn't be hemming and hawing around about it. And I think that the reason why is the shimmers are so, like, the colors of the shimmers are really much more interesting to me. And also, I mean, it really does have the purple, the grungy greens, the bright blues, the purples. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be getting this in PR, but I really fucking hope so, because it's like that Paladopoly, only good. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I really am fucking kidding. I'm just fucking with you. But I'm not cutting that out. So, like, I'm not really talking shit. I fucking like Ace Beauté just fine. Like, and I think that is a really great color story. I just think that this one is actually better. So, I'm not like talking shit. I'm just saying I prefer this color story over that one, and I do see some similarities. I was like, oh, this is like Paladopoly, only I want it. Here's the deal. There is a brand, and it's called Pariah Cosmetics. Have you guys heard of it? Let me know. I am really interested in this brand, and I just haven't quite seen what I want to pull the trigger on. So there is a fucking palette coming out. It's called We Are the Last. And it's got a unicorn on it, and it actually makes me want to cry, because have you guys seen The Last Unicorn? Anybody who's my age has fucking seen it. So anyways, We Are the Last. I just fucking get so emotional sometimes. Inspired by the movie that brought many of us so much magic in the 80s, We Are. Here's some more sneak peeks of the inside of the palette. And so the color story is, what is it? 2 unreleased multi-chromes. one hollow duochrome hybrid, and one silvery duochrome shade. So that's the thing about these palettes, is they're usually 4 shimmers. And so that is just a little bit, so there's an orange, a green, a white, and a brown. And this is really just like a rough like sketch of something. So yeah, I'm curious to see what that's gonna be like, but it's really about the packaging, and I really just need to pull the trigger on it and see the quality of these shimmers. Like, are they actually fucking worth it? I'm sure that they are. And the brand, the covers, the packaging is fucking spot on. The whole thing, everything about Pariah Cosmetics like is speaking to me. So like, I'm probably gonna do something, but when I see, you guys know how I feel about orange and green together, it just kind of fucks me up a little. Gourmand Girl Cosmetics is coming out with an ethereal palette, and you guys know if it's named ethereal, I'll probably talk about it, but I'm really not that interested in it. It's an all shimmer palette. It looks pretty. It looks nice. Yeah, it looks really pretty. That's all I have to say about it. It looks super pretty. Made by Mitchell is dropping, I think it launched today. It's actually on sale right now. It says on the cover. It's called Where the Man Goes, and I think it's like Where the Man Goes, like, I don't know, but anyways, I was super fucking jacked up about it, and like really excited I was excited about it, like I was all on top of it and everything. And then the color story is like straight rainbow. It's like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and I'm like, what the fuck? No. So, and also I can't really see, there's actually a dark teal shimmer, a light pink shimmer, and a bright orangey red shimmer. So I don't know, maybe, I mean, maybe. This is a fucking solid ass maybe, because when I first saw it and I saw that it was so rainbowy, I was like, well, would it be worth it for the formula? I don't really like rainbow palettes that are arranged as a rainbow. Like the Primal palette was pretty arranged for my liking. I don't know. I love Made by Mitchell's formula. I didn't get the Milk palette, and I did see like some things that were concerning to me as far as like the performance of the mattes. MBA Cosmetics just came out with an Iridescent Bubbles duochrome palette, and it literally looks almost exactly like the All I Ever Wanted palette. So I was like, I actually saw it and I thought, did Unearthly remake the All I Ever Wanted and turn it into circles? So that's like, I don't know. You know. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about this, even though you guys have already seen me talk about it a million times. The Immortality liners by Unearthly Cosmetics are fucking something to scream about. They are literally so fucking good, so much fun. They're so easy to use. If you suck at fucking graphic liner or doing wings, you won't suck with these, I swear to God. And the thing about them is they run so smoothly. So like for my older girls, like, you know, our eyes aren't like totally smooth, and so like it's actually really difficult to put a wing over your eyes when they're like crinkly. Dude, these go over fucking crinkles like fucking literally, like it's like so fucking perfect, dude. They're so easy to use. Get them, get them, get them. They are $12.50 each. You can use my code LostKatie to save 10%. It helps me, it helps you. What's good for me is good for you. I'm not just like fucking blowing sunshine up your ass. These fucking liners are the bomb shit. Okay, if I say one more time, I'm gonna fucking put my fist in my own mouth. When I used to drink, I used to fucking be like, okay, if I don't make this shot, I'm gonna punch myself right in the face. And then I would actually like do it. That was like my best party trick. I made a lot of fucking people laugh with that one though, you know what I mean? Fantasy Cosmetica has come out with the Sorcerer palette. It's very fucking pretty. I love the color story. I love the packaging. It's totally great. I've seen it perform. It looks interesting to me. I don't know that I'm gonna get it, but I can tell you I am literally a solid 87% in like with it. I would go out on a date with it if it asked me. Oh, okay. So Notoriously Morbid is launching the Mystery Ink palette and also something else. I don't remember what it is, but I have it coming in PR and I'm so fucking excited to demonstrate it for you guys because you guys know fucking Notoriously Morbid. Can they do anything that sucks? Seriously, Notoriously Morbid, can you? Can you actually do anything that sucks?
I'm just wondering. You and the offspring.
The final thing that I have on my little listy poo here
is the Collective Cosmetics. Now, I don't know if I have told you guys this, but I really fucking am interested in this brand as well. And I've been watching them, keeping my eye on them, and I just haven't found anything to pull the trigger.
Now, this palette called Dextrocardia is 10 shadows and 2 pressed glitters. Has anybody tried this brand? What is their pressed glitters? I know Leora. I'm pretty sure Leora. I mean, the last time I saw Leora use something by this brand, it was like a fucking highlighter palette or something. But it's a pink pressed glitter. In fact, 2 pink pressed glitters, and they look beautiful. Features 10 shadows and 2 pressed glitters. It's mirrored and has magnetized closure like all of our other palettes. It's super pigmented, buttery, and depthful. It has like the most gorgeous pinks. I can't stand it. Also, I feel like it has 2 raging bright blue fucking shimmers and a raging bright pink shimmer and then a silver shimmer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these look fucking good. And there's an awesome purple. Yeah, this looks like a really good palette. When does it launch? I don't know. Don't you guys wish that you guys had a YouTuber that had their shit together a little bit more than me? Sometimes I wish I was a YouTuber that had my shit together a little bit more than me, but what fun would that be? So, that is all I have in my little bag of tricks. I hope that you guys aren't too mad at me for all the shit I talked. I wasn't talking shit. I was just fucking running off at the mouth. You guys, I honestly, like, I love Ace Beauté. I always fucking have. I don't really know what else I said, but whatever. I said what I said. It is what it is. If it's a chair, it's a chair. If it's a table, it's a table. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this video or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she's so fucking pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, because I know your ass was saying that shit to me in this video, then why don't you come check out my Patreon, because I don't hold anything back on my Patreon, and if you can believe it gets worse, it fucking does. Oh, thank you so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling. Oh, what the fuck?